look at that. I go, I wore my Traficant shirt today. I said, what can I wear today? I said, I'm going to wear my Traficant shirt today because I got a train to run. Remember that? I'm the son of a trucker.
Beat me up.
He was a son of a trucker, but he always had a train to run. You know, but I'll tell you what, I miss Jimbo. I really do, man. The guy, he got involved with the wrong people, but I think his heart was really in the right place. Yeah. I really do. And he was just so, one of a kind, man. And, him and Dawn Hanai, and somebody still has to make a movie about that. Like Traficant and Hanai and the whole thing. And, you can embellish the story and, make him a little more Buford Pusser-esque and that sort of thing. But, but I got to tell you, if you go back and you look at all his 1-minute speeches and all those other speeches that he made, we're talking about like 1990. I mean, he was sitting there and he was talking about the border. He was talking about Mexico and outsourcing and China. He was yelling this stuff 30 years ago. Yep. And, now when nothing has changed since then, it's just still the same thing. If you were his
constituent, though, he was the nicest guy, most considerate, willing to help person. That's why he won the hearts of the Valley.
Oh, yeah. No, a lot of people, when I would have him on my radio show and people would call up all the time and they would say stuff like, hey, I just want to thank Jim. My son had this thing. He got some kind of jackpot in the Army and Jim helped him out. Or somebody would call in and say, man, I had this problem with the VA and we called Jim's office and he got it straightened out. Yep. Or we had a problem with this. We had a problem with this. Medicare or Medicaid didn't want to pay, or Social Security was, screwing us over. And a lot of people were calling in and thanking Jim for getting that stuff done.
Absolutely.
And some people say, oh, those are all plants and everything. It's like, no, they're not, because I would run into these people somewhere else, and they'd be on the street and say, thanks for putting Jim on, man. That guy really helped me. Or I heard you guys talking about that. I was going to call in and talk about, but I mean, he was kind of a goofball, eccentric. Right. He was eccentric, with the haircut. And it was kind of funny. The bad haircut turned out to be a tube. Now that's the ultimate diversion right there. Just make it look so bad that people aren't thinking that way.
Exactly.
That was a good diversion, but we had so many different things with Jim,
he was
throughout
a smart
the years.
guy. Like, he really downplayed his intelligence when he publicly spoke. They underestimated that dude.
Yeah, they really did. They really did.